And I'm going to be a little bit controversial here because women leaders can make the economy more sustainable. But what we are expecting is that gender equality finally needs to be understood as a new form of partnership. It's not about men or women, it's about men and women. And what we are suffering when we are talking about injustice, we are talking about that historically we are talking about gender discrimination. So this gender discrimination was lived as a personal issue for millions of women around the world, half of the population. But we finally realized that the sustainable development agenda, when we are talking about sustainability, it's about sustainable development. The global agenda, it's no more about the third world countries. There are no more poor or rich countries. This is a global issue that is affecting all of us. So why women can now take a step forward, and I really like what Sudha was pointing to, there is a new sense of purpose, because this new agenda has made this new agent. So everybody has this sense of change, and the change comes for good. And the sense of urgency, especially now exposed by COVID, sustainability is posing great danger for future generations. So as Foluca was mentioning as well, we are closer to our communities, to our families, to the needs of the future of humankind. But if you don't want to make it like a global issue, we are directly connected to the needs of future generations. So women are now realizing that they have the means to take action, and it triggers this leadership of sense of purpose on saying, okay, I'm going to enterprise a movement, I'm going to create any form of action that's going to move the situation forward and to transform and to change for good. So the Sustainable Development Agenda, the 2030, that this is my field of domain and work and expertise, the gender equality agenda was already sending a huge message to all countries. Half of the population is being left behind. And this is not a problem that women and girls are suffering only. It costs globally, countries are leaving 160 trillion on the table because of gender discrimination issues. So gender equality means giving equal opportunities to both men and women. For women have the same access to opportunities, both economic, social, and environmental, to find solutions, to participate both in economic and socially, and create this huge transformation. So this is why you have also the consumer behavior. You have a level of sense of consciousness, of sense of transformation. And this happens when you need women leaders at all levels, especially of the business case. You need to put, when you were mentioning, you were opening the conversation, companies know that ESG standards, economic, social, and governance standards, are a priority to transform our world. So you especially need women aware of gender equality issues to put these decisions at the top of the corporate world, because now corporates have the same economic and social impact like countries. There are companies that have the same capability to have this impact, and you need this transformation happen at these levels as well. So my commitment here is to transform the corporate world, to put women leaders in key strategic positions, to elaborate strategic plans that can transform markets, both internally as employees and externally as consumers, to make sustainability a priority, top number one of the company, embodying not only gender equality, but embodying all of the 17 goals. But yes, it's true, the gender equality is also intrinsic to all the global goals. So whether our female or male forces, we all need to come together. And my call here is for a partnership. Yes, women leaders are key, but it's a strong call for partnership between men and women, and to eradicate gender discrimination forever. That's our justice to the future generations.